না, খোলা থাক, সমস্যা নেই। শব্দ যাবে না, আমি সিস্টেম করে রাখছি। Chicharita Entelvaco. Decomposition and stepwise.
Recording in progress.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good. Thank you. Alright, as usual, we're gonna wait for another 5 minutes before we get started. How's everyone? How's your week?
Yeah, it's good.
This week is so difficult.
Again,
The
sorry?
homework. I mean, this week the assignment is, for me, it's difficult.
Alright,
I haven't solved them yet. I still
Right.
left like 2 of them, so I do
Okay.
need help.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah. How about you, Salahuddin? You want to say something just now?
Yeah, it's difficult for me,
Okay.
but it's okay now.
It's okay now. Right. How about the rest of you? Rita, Jose, Sulit. Right, Sulit. I remember Sulit.
All good.
Oh, good. Good. Good to know that.
Oh, it's a good day.
It's a good day, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be good.
My Friday just started, so I don't know. I hope so.
In Malaysia now it's 9 o'clock at night. So, and today is a public holiday here in Malaysia. It's our Labor Day. I'm not sure whether you're celebrating Labor Days or not.
In the Philippines as well.
Okay, right. So I know in the in the UK. Yeah.
I live in Dominican Republic, so today it's supposed to be the Labor Day, but the
Okay.
government moved it to change the date onto to Monday, so that
Monday.
people can to Monday, so people can, because here some companies still working on Saturday, so they move to Monday, then people can have a long weekend.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
think that's good. So here I still have to go work.
Okay. Cool. And you have your holiday. You could Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the same as the UK. I think they have holiday, bank holiday on the 4th. Yeah. Okay, so we have 1 minute. Then we're gonna start.
I have a question. The section assignment, I usually do it before when we have this meeting, but I'm stuck. My question is that in those assignments, I cannot figure out how long I have to for stop and for help. Because sometimes I stop and for example, there has endpoint Carol thing. I spent like 1 day, and sometimes it's personality. I don't want to give up, but I realize I need help, and the section assignment too. I think I know I don't want to give up, but I need help.
Right.
When I have to put the setting in my mind, like how many hours or how long if I stop there, I have to call help.
But I think it depends on the time that you have. But the key for me is that you should aim to have everything complete before the start of next session. So, for example, today is our live session. So the best is you have everything done for the last week materials and exercise. You have all this done before the session today, right? And you might want to, for example, let's say today is Friday, right? And you're gonna start the new sessions. I mean the new new materials. Week 3. Now we're in week 2, right? Week 3 materials on Monday, I assume. Okay. So the best is perhaps you're gonna try for another 1 day tomorrow, and then you should ask for help so that you can
Okay.
you can keep up with everything. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will try my best.
No worries. Yeah. And if you have any questions, then you can always post them in the forums, or you can contact me as well.
Okay. And another question is like, for example, I still haven't finished those assignments, but I don't want to stop there. Can I keep going to like read the question?
Yes,
Like keep
definitely.
going to what I do.
Okay, cool. Right. So checking or we're all doing. Second is we're going to look into the sections problems and then the bonus problems. Based on my previous experience, I don't think we're going to get into the bonus problems. It's good enough if we can settle the section problems, the second one, right? And then I will leave it to you guys for the third bonus problems. Okay, so how's everyone for the past 1 week? So what have you found? I think we can look into one of the questions, and everyone just voluntarily you can share your opinions, what you think about Code in Place so far, what do you enjoy so far, and what has been the favorite problems that you want to you work on, you have worked on.
What are you looking forward to using?
Yeah, anyone, just a quick kind of like 3 to 5 minutes, everyone. If any one of you want to share your thoughts, your ideas about how has you been for the past 1 week in Code in Place.
It's good to learn the fundamentals. And
What
for the
are you
problem,
looking forward
favorite problem is the
to
hospital.
using?
Okay.
Just having a problem on why. So I put a not, but it's
Python.
working, but I did not like my solution.
Python.
It's
Python.
working, so it's working, but you do not like your solutions. Why you do not like your solutions then?
Because I put one thing on the end
Give
to
me
make
a
it
short
work,
answer.
but I feel like if I don't put that part, it should still work.
Okay.
So it's I just don't like my solution for it. It should work without that one. I'm
Okay.
just not sure why it's not working.
Right. So you might want to post that in the forum, so we can talk about it later on, towards the end of our section. Right. And we can look into that and work on it together. Anyone else?
Can I go?
Yeah, sure.
I really enjoy the coding place.
Yeah.
I like to solve the problem, but
Right.
as I said, like it's a really personality things. I don't like to give up.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
to give up. And what I right now face the problem is I realize that I think a lot of multiply idea and I write it down. And I try to find that the things that the thing that I can make it. And then I realized that everything right now, like second week, it's so hard. The hard part is not because this is the thing I cannot do. It's not that. It's like I realized I learned all the tools that from the YouTube and all the things, and you can easy to do it. But I realized I have a tool, but I don't know how to use it. And then it's like when you're cooking and the chef gives you a dish and then you eat it and say they didn't give you they teach you each one of the things as skill and then tell you to eat that dish and then say you make the same. And when I make it, I realize that it's missing some maybe salt, maybe spice or something. That's how I feel.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
I think that part is hard. So I still don't know how can I do that.
So when you say you have the tools, does it mean that you know how to, well, in the context of the carols, does it mean that you know how to move the carols and
Yeah, I know like
all this?
like all the moving and all the things
Okay.
and but when they put like you have to, because the assignment will tell you have to make this in the end. So I have to do that. And I start find all the things, all the tool, all the material. Like maybe you need rice, you need this meat or
Right.
something, and I find everything, and I have to put it together.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It doesn't work,
Looks
yeah.
like the same.
It looks like the same.
Looks like the
Right.
same,
Okay.
or you stop there. Yeah.
It's like perhaps it's like you have the recipes, you follow through the recipes, but you cannot get the dish done. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of the kind of like the problem-solving skills that we need to learn. And it's actually, as I said previously, it's one of the research that I'm looking into as well. How to teach, students, university students on problem-solving. It's easy to teach programming language, but it's difficult to teach problem-solving. I can teach you programming language, or you can learn yourself all the syntax and everything, or you can even ask all the AI tools. But in terms of problem solving, if you are given the problems, you want to solve it, it's challenging. It's actually challenging, and I think you're not alone on that. Everyone's feel that it's challenging. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna work on it, and then we're gonna solve it together. Right? Anyone else? Anyone want to share their thoughts?
I'm trying to.
And I do agree with you that it's, you say it's your personality problems, but I think as a programmer, usually I'm not sure whether obsessed or addicted is the right word, but I will kind of like obsessed to solve the problems. I will sit in front of my desktop or laptop for the whole day just to solve the problems and not asking for help. That's normal. That's normal, right? Yeah. Anyone else before we move on?
I'm trying to build useful program using Carol, but I understand now it is algorithm.
Yes,
to understanding algorithm and solving real world problems efficient using Python.
Yeah.
That's
right,
it.
Yeah. So whenever we can talk a little bit about problem solving. So the basic of problem solving is that you need to always think of problems from the three entities, which is for every problems that you want to solve, there must be input, there must be process, and also output. That's the fundamentals, right? You can think from that perspective, and all of the things that in fact that we're gonna look into today, or we're gonna learn, I think, under week 2 topic is how to do kind of like decompositions. Try to break down a big problem to some sub problems, and you solve the sub problems. When you solve all the sub problems, then you solve the big problem. Sometimes, if you are given a task, then you try to think from the big picture without thinking about how to break it down into all the sub problems, that it might be difficult to tackle. But when you try to break it down into smaller sub problems, then it will be easier for us to solve it.
Absolutely right.
Right. Okay, so I think we can move on. Are there any questions? Assume there's no. So for the section problems here, it says it's another kind of problems. We're going to do something that is algorithmically interesting and challenging. But of course, so it's normal for you to feel it's harder than last week, because this is actually intended to be harder than last week's section problems. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is we have some amounts of peoples which are stacked in a single pile, as you can see here, right? So you have a career here, in front of careers you have a pile of peoples here that stacked together. So 4 is not the constants. In the problems it can be 8, it can be 10, it can be any numbers. The sample output world here, we want to take these peoples and spread them across the row. Okay, notice how there are still only 4 peoples in the world here. So here, that's the beginning here, right? We start with the curl. In front of the curl, there will be a single pile of peoples. Again, it can be any numbers, right? What we want to do at the end is the curl pick up all the peoples. Okay, so in this case, it's 4 peoples, and spread it throughout one row. Okay, so there's only one row, and we can imagine that one row can always fit all the peoples that in that part, right? So assume that in this case, let's say there's 8 peoples in this part here, so you will have that space to put the peoples throughout the row. Okay, it's not only in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The length of the row is 7 in this case, right? So you can assume that it's safe for you to assume that the space is as much as you want to have, right? Okay. So here it looks into the key problems detail. It says the catch to this problem is Keras has infinite peoples in its backs. Okay, so you can have infinite peoples. There's only one row in the world, and as I mentioned, the world is wide enough for all of the peoples. Okay, I've already mentioned that already. And it says the pile of people is on the second column in front of where career starts. So the pile of people is always on the second columns, right? So the pile of people is always on the second columns. So what you really need to do is you need to pick all the peoples. We're going to talk about that. What will be the strategies for you to pick all the peoples and spread it across the row. In this case, we call the world that we have. Okay, so for each of the column, you need to put. So in this case, there's 4 peoples here. For each of the columns, you need to put 1 people. Okay, there will be no redundancy. Okay. So we need to code it already. Right. So now let's. We're not directly go into the coding. We want to think about the design on how we can actually solve the problems. So I would like to have input from every one of you, any one of you, how we can actually solve the problems. Or you can think about what is the first step that needs to be done by the carer.
First step is move one time.
Okay, the first step is actually move. I'm not going to write down everything. I'm going to write here move, right? Okay, so it's correct. The first is, of course, you will need to move. Why? Because now your career is here, starting here, and we know that constant is that you have a pile of peoples on the second columns, right? So the first thing first is, of course, you will need to move. You will need to move to the pile of the peoples, right? Okay, good. Now next,
Pick beeper.
you will need to pick peoples, right? Pick peoples. Okay. So the question is, you need to pick one people, or you are going to pick as many. I'm gonna write here,
One
pick,
beeper.
as many peoples as you can, right? Okay. Salahuddin, you say you want to pick one people, right? Why you pick only one people?
One beeper, or I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 beeper. No problem.
So are you going to pick all the people? Remember, 4 is actually a variable, we say, because as you can see here, you can have, let's say, in the left hand side here, you can have 7 people. So you never know the numbers, right? That's the key. You never know the numbers. 4 is not the constant. You cannot say that. You cannot write codes to say you pick peoples, pick peoples, pick people, picks peoples, right? Because you do not know how many times you're going to pick peoples. There's always a variable. It can be, as I said just now, it can be 4, it can be 8,
Yes.
it can be any numbers. But the question now is whether you want to pick one people at a time, or you want to pick all the peoples, then only you do the next stage.
First move, then one beeper pick, and then go back to first stage, and then again going 1 and 2 world, and then put beeper, and then
Okay.
repeatedly.
So in simple, right. Okay.
My question was stuck in there. It's
Yeah.
like first question I asked myself when I second column there, whatever 4 beeper, 7 beeper. So I asked my question. I think Carol cannot calculate how many beeper left there. So this is like can Carol calculate those beeper? I think it's not. But if Carol cannot, so I need to build a system to check how many people left there, because that will be, for me, it will be continue your question next is like if Carol can calculate how many beepers there, 7 or 4, then no problem. I can directly pick up all the beepers and left one beeper in the second column and move to every beeper in the next one. But the thing, I think Carol cannot calculate. So how can I build those systems? So I can. So Carol can pick beepers. Carol only can pick one beeper. So I can move next. So I pick one beeper, move to the next, and then return, pick the beeper, and go to the next. That's how I think. But I didn't solve the problem.
Perfect.
I don't know if I'm right.
Yeah, it's logical. Logic. Your thinking is logic, right? Anyone else? Right. Well, it's good questions. Can Carol calculate peoples?
I'm thinking, so after you move, if beepers are present, I will pick the beeper. Then maybe I'll check if I can add beepers in back. Then if I pick up all of the beepers, and if there are no more beepers present, I think I should have a variable where how many beepers I have picked up. Then I will do a for. Then I will do a move, put beeper, move, put beeper, move, put beeper
Right.
on the variable that I had.
So I think what you're trying to say is you're trying to use this perhaps no beeper's presence.
Yep, until, or maybe there's a while that no beepers present. Yep. So
Okay.
that move until there's no more beepers present.
So does it? Mm-hmm. So does it mean that you're going to move into the second columns? You're going to use the no beeper presence to check to pick beepers as long as there are beepers.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so once you're done with picking all the beepers, what are you going to do?
I'm thinking of a loop inside of that increments when I pick up a beeper. Then after I picked up all the beepers, the increments that I have, I will put it in a for loop. So I would do a put beeper, move, then put beeper, then move, then put beeper and move until I have no more beepers left, or the increment that I have is 0, because I think Karen has infinite beepers
Yeah.
on her.
Right. So when you say you want to do the increments, is actually you want to do the counting.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. So right now let's look into this. Right. Our question is, can carriers can calculate beepers? Carriers can know how many beepers are there. Right. No, the carrier cannot know how many beepers are there. Carrier can knows whether a beepers is there or not, right?
Yep.
By using no beepers presence, but definitely carriers cannot count it. If you look into the instructions here, it says cautions. Carriers can't count and start with infinite beepers in her bags. Okay, basically, we can use the no beeper presence to check that whether there are beepers or not, but it does not involve counting. It does not involve counting. Okay, we cannot do the counting there. This is actually the design of the carrier itself. Of course, perhaps you have been familiarized with all the programming language previously. When you are doing a for loop or using a while loop, you can easily add in a counter there, right? But in this case, unfortunately, carrier cannot count. Okay. So any ideas? I think there's a good approach. You can use the no beeper presence, but if we are using that, then we won't be able to do the counting. So are we able to solve the problems by not counting it?
Present, then counting.
Or we want to go back to our first solutions where we pick one beeper at a time?
Maybe we can pick all beepers while beepers are present and spread it across the world until the front is blocked. If front is blocked, we do not put beepers.
Front is blocked.
Yeah, first we pick beepers while it's present, then we move and put beepers until the front is blocked.
We put beepers as long as beeper is present, right? And
Yeah.
then we spread the beepers. Okay. Until the front is blocked. This is going to be one of the possible approaches. Any other ideas how we can approach it? times to think about it. It's okay. So if let's say when let's say right, we're not going to pick all the beepers. We're going to pick one at a time. Okay. Okay. Pick one beeper at the time, right? So if let's say that this is our strategies, what will be the next step? Because it seems like just now when we try to pick, all beepers, as long as the beeper is present, we're not able to do the counting. We start there. When we spread the beepers until the front is blocked, it seems like when we spread all the beepers, there's still space for us to put in more beepers. So we try to think from different perspective now. If we pick one beeper at a time, what can we do next?
We can move and check if beeper is present. If beeper is not present, we can put it and move back to put another.
Okay, good. So we pick one beeper at one time. We move and check if beeper is present, right? If yes, we put the beeper. If not, if yes, we put the beepers and then we go back, right? That's the we just simplify, go back, right? If not, what we're gonna do?
If not, then we can put the people.
Move again.
Okay, move again. Good. We move again, right? We move again. So it's basically we go back to, we move and we check. So basically, if this is the first step, this is the second step. We move and check if beeper is present. If yes, if not, then basically we go to step 3, I guess, right? Go to step 3, right?
Yeah.
If not, we move and we check if the president is present. If yes, we put the beepers and then we go back, right? If not, then we go back to step 3, check again. Okay. What else?
Step 3, move and check if beeper is present. Then go back to first step, and go to first step, and it's.
Or we can try to run this for. Okay. Right. First is we gonna move. Right. After we move, we're gonna pick the people, right? We're gonna pick the people. Okay, let's run it first. Move and we pick the people, right? After we pick the people, we move again, right? And we check if people's present. I can't remember the.
我怎么了？我在上课。
If people's present, right?
好，我等下写。好，我等下，好，拜拜。
So if people present, what we're gonna do?
If beeper present, put beeper and return.
Wait, is it correct here? Right? We pick one beeper at a time, we move and we check if beeper is present. This is actually wrong, right? Move and check if beeper is present. If no, then
we need to reverse it.
Yeah.
If yes,
then we go, right? Well.
Yeah.
Okay. So if beeper is present, we gonna move. this might be a little bit complicated here, but we can start to say move. We just assume that there's no beeper because I want you to see the effect first. We pick the beepers, we move, and then let's visualize this first. Okay. So we move, we pick beepers, we move, and we put beepers. Right. If we run this, right. Okay. So just by doing it, we managed to pick the beepers, and then we move and we put the beepers. But of course, it's not as straightforward as that, because we will need to check if beeper is present or not. So if beeper is present, what we need to do? We need to move. We need to move again, right?
Yep.
So what will be the things that we can use? Well, can we use a for? Can we use a while? What can we use?
A while.
Okay, right. So
Yes, right.
we pick the beeper, we move. Then here we can say that while beeper's presence, we're gonna move, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then only we put people. Okay,
Okay.
I'm trying to write everything in the main, right? Actually, that's the approach that I'm using. Some of us we like to write it in the smaller function first, but I would prefer to write everything in the main and then only I break it down. From my perspective, it's easier for me to solve the problems in that way, but there's no right and wrong in this case. If you prefer to have everything, decompose into method first and then you combine the methods, that's totally fine as well. Well, I'm using a move. Anything okay?
Semicolon, line 36. Or a colon, line 36.
It's missing a colon here.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we I move and then I put the beepers, right? Okay. And then what next? What I need to do? I need to go back, right?
Yes. Need to go back.
Okay, so how are you gonna go back?
Using
We
a
write
function.
for the
Turn around.
Turn
Again,
right.
sorry. You need to turn right.
1, 2.
How are you gonna go back in this case?
Turn
Turn
left
turn
twice.
around.
Turn around.
Yeah, turn around.
Turn around will be turn left twice.
Turn
Okay.
left twice.
So we put the beepers. Now we just call it turn around. Right? After we turn around, what we need to do?
Return to the first column.
Okay, how are we gonna return to the first?
Move.
If front is clear, we move.
Okay, so in this case, are we going to use
While.
Okay, good, right? So we're gonna use while, right? So we're gonna turn around. We're gonna move as long as the front is clear, right? So while front is clear, we're gonna move. Okay, and then what next?
Turn around again.
We need to turn around again.
Turn around. Yes.
Okay, we need to turn around again, and then
Move.
And then
we're gonna move.
repeat again.
Then pick
Okay.
beeper.
Right,
And
let's
check the
try.
beaker.
Okay. was
missing first bracket.
here. Apologize for that. Wait, reset. I'm gonna run it. Okay, right. Seems like it works to a certain extent. If you can actually use this one, right, to look into it step by step. So you can use this slider here. Okay, so first is remove, right? Remove. Okay, we pick people. Wait, let's see. Why I cannot? Okay, sorry. So starting from here. Okay, so first is here move. Okay, we pick the beepers, then we move, right? We move. Well, beeper presence we move. So let's move here. We put the beepers. We turn around, right? See, turn around. Here, turn around. Okay, and say, well, front is clear. I'm going to move. So here you can see that as long as the front is clear, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to turn around. I turn around, and then I move up until here. Okay, so it seems like it's a good start. So we can see something. Right. So how you can actually restructure this? Okay. How you can actually restructure it, because the rest will be repetitions, right? We basically have the foundations here. The rest will be repetitions. Okay, so if you go up until this point already, move, then you know that we're gonna go back to pick beepers. We're gonna move. Well, beepers presence, we move, we put, we turn around. Then all this will be repetitions already. Right. So now, based on what you see here, can you suggest how we can actually put that into, like methods? What are the things that we're going to repeat?
The line 43, 44.
Line 43 and 44. Okay,
we can create a function go back.
Okay, so well, front is clear, move. We can actually package it into a functions. Good one. So we can just say is that where's my cursor here? We can create a functions. Basically, we say I will name it as move to wall, which is move towards the end, right? And within that, I'm going to put in my functions here, which is, well, front is clear. So I can just call my functions here, move to wall. Okay, what else?
The beepers present.
Well, beeper presence, we're gonna move. Okay, so it can be another functions as well. This one, right? I'm just gonna copy it. So this one, I'm just gonna name it to move to end. Okay. Right. So with beeper's presence, I'm gonna move. Okay, so I'm gonna replace it with this here, with this one. Right? Okay, what else? Any repetitions that you can see from here?
The first one, because when we go back, we also do the same step, the move beeper, the move and pick beeper.
This one, pick beepers and move.
Yeah, the 32, 33.
32, 33. Okay,
Yep.
pick beepers. Okay, right. I think for this one move, we can just keep it in the main, because that's the first one that we are going to do, right? We're not gonna do the repetitions here. We're just gonna, anyhow, we're gonna move it. Okay, so you can have this pick beepers. Of course, you can have it in the methods, right? Okay. So we can name it as, well, if you look into the solutions later, basically it's use the word spread. You can actually use any names that you like, as long as it is descriptive in the way that is clearly with this
I think
Okay.
that can be one function.
Right, so 30, 33, 34, 36, 38. Right. So this one I can put everything here in spread. Okay, so I pick the peoples, I move, and then I try to move to the end here. I put peoples. Okay, so I can replace it with the spread here. Okay. Right. So can this turn around, move the wall, turn around and move this one? Can we package it into a method as well? Is it a repetition?
Yep. When
So
going back.
actually, it turns out that we can actually package it into a method as well. So here we can say we define as reset, because we reset everything. So let's go back to the original positions, right? So here, turn around, move the wall, turn around, move. Okay, right. So it's somewhere here.
Does it matter if we put it on a different line, like the spread is first in line 37, or if we put it below?
Here it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
just okay.
the so it doesn't means that for example, now if I'm going to call a function, let's say I want to call a function reset here, right? Just for the sake of example, right? I can actually do that. I do not need to declare reset first as my first method. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just put it. And if you notice, actually I'm trying to call a method within and method is something that you're gonna always came across. What does it means that I call a method within a method is that now we need to remember that this structure is actually the main method, is where we run the programs, right? These methods are all the methods which we define. Okay, which we define. Okay. um, in this case, right, if you look into this spread here, I have picked peoples, I've moved to end, I've put peoples, right? And you notice that this move to end is actually another method that I have declared here. Okay. So this is what I mean by you can call a method within another method, right? You can call a method within another method. Okay. So of course there will be some touch up that need to be done. I will leave it to you guys actually. I'm not going to but in fact you're going to get the solutions anyway 1 hour after these sessions. But I think this is I would say this is the the result of our discussions, right? We're not looking into the solutions. I listen to your ideas, the opinions from everyone. We try to put it line by line. I think it's a very good start here, where we are able to pick one people's, put it in another columns. We can go back and then we go back to the second columns here. Okay, and we managed to put everything into a specific methods. So now the next step that you need to think about is how you can perform the repetitions. Okay, I think you can basically what I would suggest is that don't look into the solutions yet. Try to think about how you can work based on this, the one that we have discussed here. How can we do some repetitions to achieve what we want to do for today's scenarios? Okay, so I'm gonna, well, I can basically just copy paste everything and put in the chat. Well, it's too long for me to put the code. Just give me a sec. How should I do that? Put it in 2 parts maybe. Spread. Still too long. Main. Okay, there's the first part. And then we have all the, you just need to combine everything into one. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to. Okay. Right, I've put all the codes inside here. You can have a look. Have look into. So some of you have shared the codes as well. I use this code but didn't manage to place the first people. For I in range 3, pick people's move. For I in range 4, put. So are you trying to define a constants here? 3, 4, 6. But anyway, we can discuss it later, right? Because as usual, I'm overrun a little bit. I hope it's actually a good start. Right? I think there's the expectations that I gave every one of you since the very first of our sessions. We won't be able to complete everything within this 50 minutes. And I don't really want to, just throw the whole solutions to you. What we really want to do throughout these 50 minutes is we try to brainstorm, we try to help each other to design the solutions for the problems, and we try to do some codings. And today we can see we have nearly, I think it's another maybe 30 to 40%, then you will be able to get the solutions for these problems. So it is, for me, it's a good start. And as usual, if you have any questions, you can always ask. Right, so I'm going to stay for another 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any issues with the materials or any things that you're stuck, then feel free to stay and ask questions. I will try my best to help. If not, then I will see you next week for our next sessions. Right? Any questions before we wrap up?
On how still, because we can count, right? We can put a variable.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can count.
We can do that. Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Just thinking on how, because there are other worlds there that's not permanent, like 1 beeper and 7 beeper worlds. So I'm thinking on how we can do that without any counting.
Actually, you just need to. So the checking is there. So you just need to move. So which one? Move to the end. Right. Well, people's present, you don't need to move. So basically, you do not really need to do the counting. You just need to check whether there's a beeper in front of you. If you have a beeper with you, right? What you need to do is you just need to check if there's a beeper in front of you. If not, then you keep. If yes, you keep on moving up until there's an empty space for you to put down your beepers, and then you go back to the original solutions and you start to check again whether there's a beeper with you, and then you check and then you put again and you go back to the original positions.
So I'm thinking if I do that, I will fill the beeper up until the very end, but the after image, it doesn't look like it has a beeper at the end.
Again, sorry?
When you go to the assignment, the flag.
The flag, right? Yeah.
Yep. So there's a before and after there, because I think when I do that, there would be a beeper at the end.
There would be a beeper at the end. You mean this empty column here?
Yep. That's what I'm thinking. If I do that, there might be a beeper at the end. I can end it if the front is not clear anymore, but I might put a beeper there. So I'm not sure on how can I stop adding the.
You can only put beepers if there's a beepers in your bag, right? If you carry a beepers, so you can only pick as many beepers as you can in the pouch. You won't have any extra.
I thought there was infinite number of beepers.
There's infinite numbers of beepers because you cannot do the counting, but you can only pick as many as you can.
Okay. I can only pick as many as.
So if you have 7 here, you can only pick 7. You cannot pick more than 7, right? can you try to reset and try to run? Right. You try to run it. Is there? Okay. I tried to run it again. It's the same. Well, of course it doesn't work as I said,
Yeah.
Maggie. Right. So I reset again. I will try to run it again. So here is go back. You go here and I'm gonna pick one. Right. But as I said, you will need to do a kind of like a while loop somewhere in the spread here to
Yep.
make things work. Yeah. So it's still the same, just that now we package everything into method. Okay, we package everything into method. Right.
Thinking I might pick up the first beeper, because in the after there's a beeper in front of you, so I think that I might pick that up, then put it at the end. So yeah, maybe I can just if I do it, maybe I can.
Yeah.
Just thinking of other things.
Right. Cool. Okay, so I will call it a wrap. It doesn't mean that I want you to leave, because I try to respect a time of 50 minutes. Overrun. So if you want to leave, you can leave. But I'm going to stay for another 10 to 50 minutes. I assume that some of you might have problems that you want to discuss. So I will say goodbye here. If you want to leave, you can leave. And hopefully I'll see you next week. And any one of you, if you have any problems, feel free to stay. And yeah, we can look into the problems together. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
We just post in the forums. Thanks.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. So thank you. Right. Anyone? Any questions? Any problems?
Big problem.
Big problems.
Everything can I share my screen by showing what happened?
Yes. Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Cold instance. How can I come here? So, can you see it? I wrote everything like in the meeting. I think the idea is the same. So yeah, I asked a lot of questions to myself if I'm a Carol. So as I said, like I even spent so many time to prove it's Carol cannot calculate it. So yeah, so I think the answer is no. So how can I build the system to that the Carol to check those beepers and move on? So same as a thing. So I'm gonna run. So in the end, Carol will stop here. I don't know what happened. So it pick and move back, pick and move back. Right. So stop here. Carol cannot calculate how many beeper there. So what I wrote, I think there has a problem is like I use beeper is present and they have to move. But here, I don't know what happened. Like,
right. So
I need something.
You have spread beepers. Well, beeper is present. You're gonna pick the beeper, right? You're gonna pick the beepers and then you move to the next column. Okay.
And then it's here.
Okay. So beeper presence, you're gonna move. And
then you pick up the beeper.
Okay.
And then you return to. It's not second. It's return to here. I have to change the name. So you have to turn around, and then if front is clear, and you return here. Let me change the name. Return back to home. I think will be better. To home. I think will be easy to understand. Okay. So it will finish and then back to home. So we'll return to here as in a meeting. So turn around and front is clear and move, and then turn around, and then move back to here.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Should I have to move back here? Here? Yeah, I have to move back. I have to move here because here have beeper.
Okay, have a try. It's okay, you can try. It won't explode.
Yeah, but right now the question is stuck here. When Carol cannot calculate, so Carol will keep going to in the loop here. It's stuck the loop here. It's like, oh, here have beeper. I pick it and then I return and come back and put it. Come back and then put it. So it's stuck here. It never stopped. I want Carol to stop here. Am I right? Back to the home, like
Yeah.
1 here. So how can I do it?
So when this is
How can I think?
when you are in the final steps, then you need to add something, right? So
how can I think to that part? Like I have to add something, but
so
how can I add
if
it?
if you want to go back to the original position, then you need to stop in the front. There's something. Because turn left and then right, turn left, turn 2 times. Okay, so
am I right?
if people presence, you need to move to the M. And you put you reset here. In your case, is you back to the home, right? You turn around, you move, you turn around, and then you move. Okay, and then you put the peoples. Can you run it again? I'm just wondering why. So why you
stuck there? Yeah, why? That's the thing. I keep on to ask why, and then I stuck. Something goes wrong. Some of it goes wrong there. So what is that?
You put you in. If you go back to the origins, if there's no more peoples to pick, then you can go and then go back. So where people is present, you pick the peoples. Yeah. So you might want to add in the conditions there. So where people is present, you pick the peoples. Then you check. You put in the conditions. If people is present, then only you move. If not, then you're not going to move. You mean here? Yeah. So where people is present, you pick the peoples, right? You pick the people. In order to avoid you from going, you put in another conditions, just an if statement, say if people is present, then only you move. You mean here, don't use while. After 29. After 29 here. So it's in between 29 and 30. So after 29, you put if people's present. Then you move. But that if should be under the pick people, so it's the same line as the pick. Okay. In the while loop. Yes, okay. And then for your 31, 32, and 33, you need to do the indentations. Okay. If the beeper person will move the next one, and then you pick up the beeper, and then you go back home. Okay. There's
And
something
then
missing. Where are you gonna?
so back to home
Hey, why
to turn.
do you remove anything there?
No, I just
Okay, yeah. So if people
here.
present, you move to the next columns. You put
And then back to home doesn't have a run. Let's try. I don't know. It picked the beeper.
It picks the beeper.
So that's the thing. Something runs here. So it could be the back to home. So it return while front is clear. Okay. So don't move then. We return. Let's see. No,
because
no.
you need to move. The one you can't really change the reset because you turn around, you move, and then you need to move.
I still have to move. Okay.
Can you put
And
the
then
beepers after? So in the spread, under the spread, so outside of the wall. So you add another line on line 34.
Add a line.
34. Sorry, it's within the definition of your spread beepers. Line
Here.
30. Yeah. Okay. So a line. Okay, this one you put beepers.
Okay. Put beeper and then okay. I run.
Yeah.
That. And then I return to. This isn't okay. It's okay. It's okay. It works. It works. And then I tell them to return. Return. Let's see.
You can. Your return. What is your return?
No. So my return is have to return to here. So it's turn around.
Turn around.
No, I know. Back to. Let's try.
What is your back to home?
Back to home is return, and front is clear. It's still stuck there. No, it's not.
So for this one, is you need to turn around, move, and then turn around.
Okay, move and turn around. And
so you can either create as a functions, or you can just write it down here. So it will be you need to move. Turn around. Turn around.
Turn around. Turn around.
Move and then turn around. Is it right?
Around.
I hope it's right.
So no problem.
Wait.
I try everything.
Put it there. Step back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! But so I know there's a better way. But
yeah,
so here I have to. I will let it like that, and then give me a little bit time to something.
You can create it as a method, or because the problem is it cannot do the counting. That's the limitations. If we can do the counting, then it will become a very simple problems. If you have learned programming previously and you know how to count, basically, I just need to count how many beepers are there. I just do the counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I just move as long as let's say I count as a 7 beepers, and I just move. For each step that I move, I put the arrows, and I go back to the original place. If you can do the counting, this will be a very simple problem. It becomes challenging is when we can't do the counting.
Yeah, but I would like to try the meeting. Like someone said that they spit the paper until in front of this block. It's like it pick the paper and move, and then Carol keep going to go, like put one beeper and then until and then return. It's maybe I don't know.
Yeah, you can have a try.
Maybe I have time. I can try that.
You can have a try. Yeah,
but that's a good idea.
Okay. Okay. Anything else that, or anyone else? Odin, Maggie, you want to say anything? You want to ask anything? No. Oh, good.
No, I can I keep going?
Okay.
So that's I'm sorry. Give me 5 minutes. So as I said in the class, like I suck, and I know I have to call help, but how long, how many hours, or how many days I have to stop, because I know myself I'm not gonna stop. I will keep going to find a way, but I don't have time. I have to 6 weeks.
Yeah, it really depends, as I say, how many times you have, right? If you have other commitments, then I would say that don't stuck for in the same problems for too long. You might just want to spend, let's say, 1 to 2 nights that you have try it with all the options that you have. Then if you still can't solve the problems, then you need to ask for help. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not afraid to ask the question, it's okay. Like people think it's stupid or something, but I just like to know everybody's thinking, and maybe I copy the thinking and create the thing. There has another please.
Go on.
So I think that's me. So that's a good thing. And I sometimes I do the assignment and the windows will suddenly come out like you need help and meeting someone. And I contact successfully once, but the second time, like yesterday, I cannot. I go online, but there's no one. So I don't know what should I do. I just stuck in there and also waiting someone save my life.
Is it through the dashboard or what?
I think so. It's just like when I stuck there and the window was come out and then asked me to join, and I join in.
I never know this.
And then you don't know. So it's just someone will come out to help me. It just says level one time, but I think only 1 hour. But my personality like to giving all the questions and then that people answer me and I figure out. But maybe have to spend more time. So I just stuck there again. So I don't know what should I do, or I just post it and someone will rescue me.
Yeah, you post it, or I just leave my email here. You can email me as well.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Any one of you can email me, and if any questions. Of course, I won't respond right away, but I can look into that. Yeah, I think I check my email much more frequent than I'm checking the forum, to be honest. So if you need help, it's better then you can email me anytime, and I'm more than happy to help. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Last question. I'm sorry. It's about the Carol. Carol, there has a function called beeper in the back. I never used that, and it's just putting there. But the name looks like I really want. Like sometimes when I solve the problem, it's like calling me to use it, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I put it, always fail. Always.
I forgot, but I think there will be a scenario that we're going to use it. I'm not sure which week, but definitely we're going to use it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I will leave it like that.
Yeah, just leave it, and then I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a scenarios that need that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
That's it. So far, so good. Now I just have to solve the main point of Carol.
Right.
But there's if the deadline,
কোথায় তুমি ভাই?
As long as you can complete.
এই তো ভাই আমি ভোরবাড়ি দিয়ে যাচ্ছি।
ও তুমি একটু আমার বাসায় আসবা? আমার একটু এতে যাওয়া লাগবে ওই খালিশপুরে।
খালিশপুরে যাবে?
হ্যাঁ খালিশপুরে যাব একটু।
আচ্ছা ভাই আমি আসছি।
আচ্ছা আমার বাসার ওই গলির ভিতর ঢুকে
Thank you.
চলে আসো এই একদম গেটের সামনে, আমার বাসার গেটের সামনে দাঁড়াও একটু, ঠিক আছে
do you
ভাইয়া?
have anything that you want to ask?
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ওকে ওকে, আচ্ছা
All good? Salahuddin?
ইয়েস, অল গুড।
You're good, okay. I think Maggie say the microphone is not working. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. If not, then we're gonna call it a day for these sessions. Right. So any questions? Yeah, you can.
নো কোয়েশ্চেন।
It depends on your, what you prefer. You can just send me an email, or you can just put everything in the forums, and we can discuss it. And I'll try my best to help. Right.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you
good.
so much.
No worries. I'll see you next week. Okay, thank you. And well,
Yes.
for me here, it's good night. It's 10 o'clock already. Have a good day
Okay.
or good night, whatever.
Good
Right.
night.
Thank you very much.
থ্যাংক ইউ,
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
বাই।
Bye.